served in. One of them is, of course, Germany, which I am still serving. The other is Russia, Moscow. I had a stint there. Both these countries have a very close relation when it comes to third important country and a very close friend of our country, which Professor Ada Hadid represents, and she comes from is Israel. The history of Israel is something which is the quest of why. It's an answer to why. Scores of people looked for a country, a place of their own, where to go, where to settle. And that is the history of Israel. I don't want to go into the unpleasant side of history, unfortunately, of the last century, but it was heartening to know when Professor Hadid's life history was explained to us initially by one of the speakers, her birth in 1939, and then her subsequent studies, her quest for knowledge, and what she has achieved today. I think it is very important, Professor Hadid is basically representing all those knowledgeable people who migrated from different parts of the world and created a very important atmosphere which promoted knowledge, which nurtured research, which nurtured inquisitiveness, and that is what Israel is all about. The country of Israel has been a very long time tested partner for us. During all difficult times, it was one country which probably stood with us, supported us wholeheartedly. And this support was probably in most of the areas of human endeavor, be it agriculture, be it medical sciences, be it defense, be it culture, and that is a bond which our two countries have shared over many centuries. And India also has a very special relation with the country of Israel, because many of our own people also migrated to Israel after the country was founded, and also contributed in a big way to the development of that country. And what we got in return is a strong bond of friendship that we cherish even today. That was a little bit about the country, which is very dear to my heart. And when we were sitting for a short while, Professor mentioned to me that she has spent time in Germany, even if she doesn't speak German. She was in Berlin, Madam, where I also served for some time, and now in Frankfurt. And I don't need to mention about what kind of relationship Germany and Israel share. It's a unique relationship. And if I may say so, one of the most important facets of this relationship is nurturing, promoting, preserving scientific temperament. And I think that is one thing which all of us must keep in mind, that in India as well, when we talk about rich civilization, rich culture, we should not forget that it was also the scientific temper which was always there present in India. Over a period of time, of course, the scientific temperament got probably in a way wrapped in some aspects of religious pursuits, and we started believing that religion and science, they cannot go together. On the contrary, if we get into the deeper scrutiny of our religious texts, as my teacher, Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, pointed out, it all started with why. And what is science about? Science is nothing but trying to find an answer for this why. This quest itself is the pursuit of excellence. This is the pursuit which makes a normal human being a person like a Nobel laureate, Professor Ada. So, with these words, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to my dear friend Lalit Varmari, my teacher, Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, all the faculty members. Many of them are my seniors, like Dr. Maral from my previous profession. It's a pleasure, and I cannot probably gather enough words to express my gratitude to all of you for giving me this opportunity. And most importantly, there is one message which I would like to give to my young friends here in this August gathering today, is never shy to ask that question, why? But just asking the question is not enough. It is the responsibility is entirely on your shoulders to also find the answer for that question when you ask that question, why? And the journeys of Nobel laureates, we just heard from Professor Ada about her journey, and this journey is never easy. There are no easy answers. Years and decades of work and perseverance is required to have an outcome. And hurdles, failures are but common when we attempt to pursue this kind of excellence. But the fact is, when you achieve something, it is not an achievement, your personal achievement, but an achievement for the entire humankind, for which the humankind is ever grateful to the person who has done that. And we have one such person amongst us, Professor Ada Yuna. Thank you, madam, what you have done for humanity, and you have just explained to us your work in terms of the ribosomal RNA, in terms of antibiotic resistance. I think we, as part of medical profession, we also benefit a lot when professors and teachers and scientists like you, with a great amount of devotion, bring these techniques which are helpful in the larger benefit of humankind. With these words, thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. It has been a pleasure and honor to be part of this August gathering. Thank you very much.
It's not about perfection, it's about effort. When you bring that effort every single day, that's where transformation happens and that's how changes occur. Thank you so much, sir, for those words of wisdom, which will definitely motivate the young Indians for years to come. Now we are at the last but not the least part of this prestigious event. To conclude, who else can be the better person than a dynamic, cheerful, ever-smiling and youngest Vice Chancellor, Dr. Lalit Bhushan Wagmare, who always spreads fragrance of love and happiness in the surroundings. I would like to invite sir to propose the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. But before we start on to the formal vote of thanks, there is one announcement, and it's a very pleasant announcement that Dr. Hagit Yonath, she herself being a clinical genetist specialist, has willfully accepted our request to be the adjunct faculty with the Tamage Institute of Higher Education and Research. I would request Honorable Pro-Chancellor to hand over the formal letter for recognition of hers as the adjunct faculty.
फैकल्टी किधर
Now beginning with the task which was given to me by the organizers. Very warm afternoon to all of you, one and all sitting here. I think today's day you may not realize right now, but maybe after 20-25 years of your future tenure, when you go through your profession, you will realize that one fine morning on Saturday, beginning of the year 2023, we witnessed Triveni of education, research and administration. And that is the day where education being represented by our own Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Sir Dr. Ved Prakash Mishra, administration being represented by Dr. Amit Telan, who happens to be Honorable Consul General of India in Frankfurt Embassy, and research, of course, being addressed by none other than the Nobel laureate Professor Ada Yuna. So I, from the bottom of my heart, profoundly thank all the three dignitaries who are sitting here for being present and inspiring my dear students who are going to be the future torch bearers in any of the three lines. One would be an educationist or clinician, somebody would be administrator, and some of them will become researchers. So giving them this treat was something which we dreamed of, that sometime this day will come in our life where we will witness all three of them together. So this is, I really thank all the three of them for enlightening us on this occasion. I also thank, I will be feeling in my duty if I don't thank Dr. Professor Pandey sir, who was part of us and now he is part of Rashtrakuta Tukaji Maharaj Nagpur University Nagpur, and Dr. Meena Chaudhary madam, because of whose efforts that this particular thing could have been organized here. And thank you so much sir for considering us as a part, an integral part of this particular event, and organizing this event for my students and my faculty members here. I also thank Dr. Anup Marag sir and Dr. Gajwe madam for organizing an immaculate event where the students could actually get enthralled to see such tall words in such a short period of time, and the whole team of DMMC who is working hard for gathering such particular events. I thank the university officials, organizers for this particular event. I also thank the registrar madam for taking care of the hospitality of everybody here. I thank Dr. Agate also for accepting our invitation as adjunct faculty for today's occasion. Ma'am, we would be learning a lot of things from you, as from your mother as well. Madam spoke about antibiotic resistance. There is another resistance which is coming up, that is proton pump inhibitors resistance as well. So there is some opportunity to have a work done on those lines as well. With this, I would declare that today's function is over, and I would request all to rise for the national anthem, and we will all